Time is one of the most valuable blessings given by Allah. A person who values time has discipline, growth, and success in life. The restriction of time is not just about following the clock, but about using every moment wisely. A successful person is someone who begins their day with purpose, doesn't allow laziness to dominate them, and strives to improve each day. Today's story is about the importance of time. Stay with us to hear the complete story. It is not just a tale, but a reminder for all of us. Once upon a time, in a village, lived a young man named David. He was very slow, lazy, and irresponsible. Failure had become his destiny at every stage of life. Neither his friends respected him, nor did his family trust him. Days kept passing, but there was no positive change in his life. One day, a respected and knowledgeable elder visited the village. He was a wise man whose words could touch hearts. The villagers began seeking guidance from him. David noticed that people respected him and valued his advice, and he felt ashamed of himself. He thought that perhaps this was an opportunity to change his life. So he gathered the courage and went to the elder and said, "Baba Ji, I have failed miserably in my life.
I have no honor, no recognition.
I want to understand the real reason for my failure and how I can turn my life around." The elder smiled gently and said, "Son, the biggest reason for your failure is your disregard for time. You wasted the precious moments of life in laziness and carelessness. Let me tell you a story that may touch your heart. Once, a kind and just king ruled a land. He had a childhood friend who was now poor and unemployed. One day, that friend came to the royal court. Seeing his condition, the king was moved and asked, "Why have you failed so badly in life?" The friend replied,
King Salamat.
"It's the people, the circumstances, the bad luck." The king listened quietly and then said with a smile,
All right, Hans.
"You may take as much gold, silver, and jewels as you want from my treasury, but only until sunset today." The friend was overjoyed. He rushed home and told his wife. She said, "Hurry, the treasury will close by evening." But he replied, "There's plenty of time.
Let's eat first."
After eating, he said, "Still lots of time left. Let's rest for a bit." He fell asleep. After a while, his wife woke him up angrily, saying,
Why are you still sleeping? The time is running out.
He finally got up, grabbed 2 bags, and headed to the palace. It was noon, and the sun was blazing. He saw a tree and thought,
Let me rest here for a moment.
He lay down and fell into a deep sleep. When he woke up, the sun was about to set. He ran toward the palace, but the gates were already closed. The time to enter the treasury had passed. Now, all he was left with was regret and shame. The elder looked at David and said, "Son, that man didn't lose the treasure because of bad luck, but because he didn't value his time." This story deeply moved David. He promised himself that from that day forward, he would value every moment, stay away from laziness, and use his time wisely. Over time, he changed his habits, worked hard, and eventually became a successful businessman whom people remembered with respect and pride. This story teaches us that time is a treasure, and those who do not value it will always be left behind in the race of life. A lazy and careless attitude, and the habit of saying, "I'll do it later," only leads to failure. True success belongs to those who value every moment and use it wisely.